Okay. Should be live. Hopefully everything's set up right. Let me know if my audio needs fixing, as usual. I think I've got a good system down. I'm starting to get the hang of it. Alright. So basically, I started a song recently, and I just wanted to kind of continue it, but then also just kind of hang out with you guys as well, so that's why I'm live streaming. The song is as follows. With only minor CPU bursts of inability to play. How was that in terms of the synchronization from the video to the audio? Hopefully it's good. Also the volume. Let me know if the volume needs fixing. But yeah, I'm just working on this song. I'm pretty satisfied with that portion. I'm considering that to be the drop, or at least, you know, the chorus, the main segment. But I'm not really sure where to go beyond that. I kind of like the build-up. I think it needs a little bit more. It needs something. The drop is nice. I have a second half here that I can show you later. I'm kind of working on, and I don't know how I like that. That's a little bit meh, but I need an intro or something, and like a bridge. Basically, I have a challenge for all of you. The chords here. Listen to these chords, right? And, you know, obviously a little bit of my CPU is struggling to handle all of this. But I challenge you, as listeners or viewers, if you know this channel, those chords should sound familiar. And I challenge you to figure out why. Maybe I can just grab, like, what's this? Now, the sound design should not sound familiar. I kind of reworked that. But the chords themselves, the actual, like, music theory, that should sound familiar to you guys. Use sausage fattener. Oh, believe me, I do. I don't think I should use any more. It is thoroughly compressed. I'll let you chill and think about it for the chords for a bit. Because, basically, the reason I bring this up is I'm building off of something before. I'm building off of chords that I had. And in a bit, I can show you what I had to work with, what I was working on, and then how it kind of transformed to this. But, yeah, I challenge you. Think of why those chords sound familiar. Maybe I'll come back in a bit to explain why that's important. But for now, what do we got here? I have a little intro bit. That is thoroughly laggy. I should probably like freeze these or something. Maybe I won't work on the intro. This part I imagine is probably gonna be super laggy as well, just because I haven't freezed these yet and flattened them. So yeah, no, we're not gonna touch that. No, thank you. But this stuff right here onwards, about this and about this, I have already flattened, so that is probably, you know, better for the live stream. I had a synth pad. That's probably a good idea. I'll probably do that in the intro or something. I do enjoy the good, nice big pad, a nice kind of orchestral sound. I do love that. Ambience, yeah, right. I agree. I'll probably add that in. I'm thinking the intro. But let's just play what we have right now. Increase the buffer size. Increase it to what? I don't really know what the buffer size does. I mean, I'm aware it has something to do with the latency, obviously. It looks overall latency of 14 milliseconds. Yeah, okay, sure. So how are we doing today? Let's try and up this to the highest. See what that does. I added this in before. I wanted to make the transition from the build up to the drop to be super powerful, as everyone does, obviously. But I was trying to add in some impacts to really give it that punch, and I feel like it might be a smidge too much. Try and keep buffer size as low as possible without hearing any cracks. That's good to know. It does seem like it's helping. I mean, I haven't thoroughly tested it yet, but yeah, it looks like it's improving a little bit. So thanks for that. This right here was when I was trying to make it... No, it must be this one. This crash right here. Let's see. Very laggy, sadly. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm working with what I got, you know. Poor little MacBook, right? Obviously, it's not the greatest. Buffer size mainly helps during live performances because you don't want any latency delay after you press the pads. That makes sense, right? Okay. It's good to know. Makes sense for when I'm doing this. Yeah, feel free, guys. If you haven't already, join my Discord. Rorzy is my moderator, so that invite he's providing is genuine, I swear. You can't really add links here in the chat, but... Add drop noise and use Kickstart to tailor it to 4.4. That's fair. I should probably get Kickstart, huh? I really wanted to for a while. I got the demo, how you can only do it for one track, right? And then eventually I just got rid of it, I think. I don't think I have it anymore. Oh no, it looks like I still do have it. I could use it on one track. But yeah, I was definitely considering buying it at one point. I loved it. I loved what it's like. So I'm definitely considering, you know, looking into getting it permanently. I made this funky little... Wow. Probably is a bit too loud though. And that's where it starts to get laggy, because I also added in some new elements that I haven't already frozen. That's okay, I wasn't really working on that part anyways. But this part though, I added this in, I kind of like it, and I kind of don't. Aren't those the chords from the original intro or one of my intros? Very close. You're on the right track. Ooh-wee. Okay. Yeah, so I kind of like the sound of that. Again, I also kind of don't. I don't know. That funky xylophone. I think I'm going to lower the volume of that. I mean... I don't know, I kind of liked it how it was. The volume was probably fine, I'm thinking. One of my songs specifically my first? No, this is not a song I have released yet. So, would the chords be from one of your tutorials? No. Well, sort of. I'll give a hint that the intros idea wasn't quite right, but it was close because it's not intros. Fill in the blank. Yeah, exactly, correct. It's from outro. If you go back and listen to any of my videos from the past few months or so, the outro music I made, and I mean, it's fine, it's a funky little song, it kind of did what I wanted it to, but I wanted to officially release it, and so I got to working on it, and I was like, okay, I actually want it to turn into a full-length song, and then once I got working on it, it actually turned into this. So, what do I think about FL Studio? I haven't really used it, to be honest. I've only ever really used Ableton. But yeah, the chords that you hear from this was all built upon the outro song that I have for most of my videos. Just as a fun little fact. I can actually show you, that's why this entire Ableton session, this project is so big, was because I was actually I was building off of that. This is what I was making at first. It's so bad. I mean, it's not the worst. It's just that those synths aren't, I don't know, not very good. But yeah, that transition there from this part to that part wasn't the smoothest, but I was just basically working off the project file I had for my outro song, and I kind of like turned into this direction. I really liked the melody. I like the melody, but then this new song I'm working on, I'm not really using it, and so I'm kind of bummed. I want to find some way to integrate those two together because I really like it. Hi, Emperor. But yeah, I really like this. I really just like that melody, and I want to find some way to incorporate that into the new song, but... And I don't know what this part is. So anyways, that's just stuff that I was kind of messing around with before. And then that turned into this, I think, is what's happening here. I kind of like this as an intro. I can get behind this. Maybe, as one of you suggested, I could add in some sort of pad element to this, I'm thinking. Oof, that is very laggy and very loud. I don't know. That was just something I was working on. I don't really know how I feel about that. Anyways, the point is I built off of those chords and that melody, and I then turned that into what we listened to before. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as an intro, maybe. Or how does that go right there? Are there two different pianos playing? There are. Why did I do that? Okay. So these are for the chords, for the brum, brum. I think I'll use that. And then this is also piano. Why did I... I added 3 layers of piano here. I'll get rid of this one then. That's a little better. Okay, I kind of like how that is transitioned. It goes from just straight piano to the kind of plucky stuff I have. And then, like I said, maybe we could add a layer of pads. Okay. So let's start making this an intro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to condense my Ableton session. I just kind of kept it like this because, one, that's, you know, how I logically worked. The flow was, right? I had a previous Ableton session, and then I kind of transferred this. So that's why I have all these elements. And 2, I just kind of wanted to show you guys, you know, hey, this is what I had before. So for now, I think I'm just going to delete all that. Gone, you know. I have it saved in a different project file. It's, you know, it's all good. Ableton crashes. Oh no. Jeez. Knowing my luck, though. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. Just because I like the having it at the beginning. Yeah, my computer very well may crash here. But then I'll paste that. Okay, we're good. We made it. Wait for that to save. What time is it? 4 o'clock. Nice. What a week, man. All right. I think I accidentally deleted my my piano. I cut it off a bit too much. That's okay. It was just this layer, I believe. So I'm gonna put that here. No. The layer of chords, perfect. Alright, so I want to make this my intro, right? So let's make it a little more intro-y. I'm going to make an impact at the very beginning, just a subtle little... Upgrade PC. Yeah, sure, let me just, you know, pull out the thousands of excess dollars I have laying around. No problem. Alright, now, some just like this. Some sample pulled from a random library somewhere. Maybe give it a little bit of an EQ, top end. My mic is blocking this part of the screen, of course. Probably want to lower this volume. Maybe I cut off too much at the high end. That's going to be too loud. I got a GTX 1080 gaming rig laying around. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's under the desk right now. I don't know why it's not plugged in and why it's not working. Silly me. What was I thinking? Maybe I could add some percussion on the second half right here. It goes good, it goes good. So then I'm thinking maybe what I can do is, I was originally going to have some sort of exciting part here, which is this, which I'm assuming is going to lag, so, you know, brace yourself. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. The synths are just... something's off about them. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But for now, I'm just going to delete that and move it somewhere else. Because the rest of the song is such a different style. I don't know. Make the piano lead a little loud. You mean make it louder, or it is too loud? I'm thinking making it louder. But I'm thinking maybe then what I can do is after this little intro bit, I can then just jump straight into the build-up. So then it's just a continuous intro to build up into the exciting drop. You know, 45 seconds in, that's perfectly fine. What happened to your EQing tutorial? Because I can't find it anymore. Should be on my channel. I didn't do anything to it. But... Alright, so I'm saving. Taking its time. I don't want this to crash. Lose everything. I wouldn't lose too much. I'd lose all of 10 minutes of work. Hey man. Hey man! Alright, so then what I can do is I can go from this straight into, you know, the build-up or whatever. I should stream Fortnite like Vitacity. Okay, so I am actually investing in a capture card here soon, just because I'm doing a lot of video game recording stuff anyways, so I wanted to get, you know, higher quality stuff, and plus that way I could actually you know, capture stuff from my Xbox or PlayStation. So once I get a capture card, I'll probably be able to just like stream games and stuff, because if I'm gonna waste time playing games anyways, might as well, you know, show it to hundreds of people, or dozens of people, 2 people, handful of people. Maybe I can, okay, I think I have an idea now. Now that I have this kind of intro laid out, I think I'm going to add an element right here, or a little segment right here. Just push everything back by about 4 bars, right? So then the drop would hit almost exactly at 1 minute, because I'm working in 130 BPM, which is very close to 128, which, if you don't know, in 4-bar measures, every 16 bars lines up to be exactly 1 minute in 128 BPM, which I think is the reason why 128 BPM is so common for house songs because 4 bars is 15 seconds exactly. We kind of like that natural rhythm, you know, our internal clock. So then what I can do is add a... Probably get rid of this. I don't need that. What is this? Let me unfreeze this. What is Ableton? Oh, don't take it serious. Okay, I was gonna say, what? Groups and groups and groups, groups. Drop noise is needed somehow makes the drop instantly 99% better. You mean just like white noise in the middle of the drop? That's definitely something I was considering adding. Noise that follows a kick, duck it when the kick hits. Yeah, alright, that makes sense. I'm thinking about adding in some white noise, similar to kind of what you said about, you know, the drop noise. So what I'm going to do here is just, it's going to be white noise only, just kind of a, you know, your typical static white noise. It's going to be this. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it hit like this. Let's do that right there. Oof, that is no good. How about this? Better. Let's give it a bit of a tail. My mic is perfectly blocking exactly what I want to look at. I have not named the song. Where are my kicks? Kick. Good call about the attack. I like that. Jeez. Let's go clap. Don't use FL Studio. Nope, I use Ableton. So now what that gives us is drag that after. What headphones do I have? That's a good question. I actually just got new headphones recently. They are Audio-Technica ATH M50X. I don't know, I just kind of looked on Amazon for studio quality headphones because I was in for an upgrade. I have been using my other pair for about 5 years, and they were starting to wear and tear. But these guys, oh man, I love them. They are really high quality. Let's add in some sort of pad or something like that. You only really use Ableton for the Launchpad. I mean, yeah, that's how a lot of people start off, right? A lot of Launchpadders, they get the software, they look into Ableton, they say, ooh, what is this? And then they only really use it for Launchpad. But as time goes on, I notice a lot of Launchpadders then like transition into music production because, I mean, you have the software right there, you know, in front of you, and you've been used to using it. You know the interface. You know the interface, so it's like, why not, right? It's just, at least just from what I've noticed and from my personal experience. I don't have sound anymore in Ableton. I think my computer just like crashed. No. There you go. I just picked a random preset. I don't even. Apparently it's a cello. It doesn't even sound that good. Making the drop a little bit louder with automation. I don't remember hearing you say anything about that. I know you said you suggested to make the drop louder than the rest of the song, which I think is a good idea. Oh, you're saying automate the master volume. Interesting. Yeah, no, I can definitely do that. Can you ask how old I am? You can guess. I'll let you guess. I mean, I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. But not like it's private information. I'm looking for some sort of string. It's hard not to just go back to my, you know, my usual. I usually just, there's one preset I like. I don't know, I might just, you know, at least as a placeholder, I can always sub in something later as, you know, a better alternative. I don't know. Let's play with this. 17, oof. I mean, I guess I appreciate, or no. I don't know if it's a compliment or not. Not 17. I am a bit older. Oh, hey, sorry that you gotta go to work, man, but I appreciate you swinging by anyways. I am not 19 either. You're close, getting closer. $20 is closer. No, still higher. And I am not 21 either. You guys striked out. Come on. Not 24. 22. Patreon's wrong. Oh, I guess I haven't updated it. To be fair, my birthday was a month ago or so. Month and a half. that's not good at all. I think it was better before when I was just up an octave. I see a lot of guesses still going. I am 22. How's Button Void's channel going? Well, I don't know. You should ask him. Secretly actually 50. Oh, goodness. So my goal here is to create some sort of pad that just kind of sits on top of everything. It's just kind of gently there. Use reverb at the intro to air out. Automate reverb on master at the start. Okay. I don't think I have any reverb on here. No. Doesn't look like it. I can put some on though. Just a smidge. Probably right about here. I do like that. Not sure what happened there. What is that? Oh, I didn't see this MIDI track here. I was wondering what was happening. No, I don't want that, obviously. But yes, I saw someone recommend adding a drum beat, and I think that's a good idea. Maybe not, well, a percussion beat, rhythm, I suppose. I don't know if I want to add in drums until the drop. I think I want to save no drums until the drop, so that way when it actually hits, you actually get, you know, kind of more energetic, powerful, ooh, you know, drums, an actual rhythm. So I'm gonna look up, I'm gonna try and find some kind of snap. I know I have at least a few samples I like. let's try this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a deadline for, you asked for the next single, right? Deadline donut. Deadline donut. Then I want some kind of hi-hat. Just a quiet little guy. These are loud, jeez. This one works for me. Does this ever get tedious for you? Well, I mean, certainly, but I mean, like, it's something I like to do. And yeah, it's certainly, yeah, like, good point. It's not tedious when it's something you like to do and everything's new every time. The reason this isn't tedious is because, or you can make it not tedious, is if you actually, you know, enjoy what you're doing and you love the creative process of making something different, then it's exciting. It's like, I don't know, people love Minecraft. Does Minecraft ever get, you know, repetitive? It's just building blocks. Well, no, the reason is you can build something new. I don't know why I threw that example out there. Okay. Sorry about that. So my thought is, did I start on GarageBand? When I was younger, yeah, I definitely played around with GarageBand. Not too much, but So yeah, like what I'm trying to do here is just add in some tiny ambient percussion sound effects. Nothing too crazy, nothing in your face, just something to add a slight bit of rhythm, but subtly so. Oh hey, thanks for thanking me for the tutorials. My pleasure. Do I ever use a MIDI keyboard, or is it all in my DAW? I hardly ever use a MIDI keyboard. I use it more so for live performances. Occasionally I will for inspiration. I mean, you just kind of jam out on the keyboard. That definitely does help. But when you actually get into the production stage, you have your melody written down, your chords made. Usually you don't use it as much, unless you want to add in a layer, you know, later on. I don't know why it just got really laggy all of a sudden. Still doesn't quite flow together, does it? Do I prefer Mac or PC for starters in music production? Apples to oranges, man. I mean, they really both do the same kind of thing. Well, I mean, I guess you're more so asking what software you want to use, I suppose. Both, I mean, can really handle music production. My Mac does a decent amount of job, you know, good enough job, and it's, you know, it's a laptop. It's not some beefy computer rig. So, I mean, they can both handle it fine. I mean, you're probably asking the software, maybe. Depends if you're more inclined to use FL, Ableton, Logic. Who knows? I feel like this needs to be extended a little bit. I want it to encompass more time. a small riser here, nothing too crazy. No, that one's too loud. How about this guy? How did I start making music? You started making music by listening to Marshmello. Do you mean what got me into electronic music, or what got me into producing music? 'Cause those are a bit two different things. That's one thing I kind of wish I had, was I wish I had, you know, vocals. My own original vocals. I wish I was good at singing. Or at least knew someone who was. It'd just be, I don't know, a different level, I think. But I mean, working without them is perfectly fine and normal, so. Just adding white noise risers and falls left and right, man. What you gotta do? So yeah, to explain what you guys are talking about, a VST is essentially a plugin. It's, I mean, for example, once I'm done saving my Ableton session here, I can show you Ableton as a DAW, as a digital audio workstation, software you use to make music. It has a bunch of instruments you can add, preset built into it. And while this isn't exactly the case, VSTs are pretty much like these instruments. I mean, they're just virtual synths. So say, for example, I really like this, the wavetable synth. That's an instrument, right? That's a virtual synth I can drag onto a MIDI track, at which point I can play notes, right? So that's what this maybe sounds like. And a VST is just some third party, some company, or some guy making their own virtual synth that they can then distribute, at their discretion. Maybe for free, maybe for money, more often than not. So obviously some big examples, as I'm seeing here, you're saying Nexus, Serum, I have Serum, Massive is a big one in the game. We have Sylenth. There's a lot of big VSTs, and those are just for actual instruments. Keep in mind there can also be, this isn't a VST, of course, but this is for like external plugins. You can have like audio effects, such as Sausage Fattener and stuff like that. You can kind of go take a shower, take your phone in there. Yeah, sounds great. What were we doing? That's part of the reason. I think that was part of the reason why this one sounded so weird. I never realized I had that weird reverb frozen track still there. I deleted it, so it should be good. I don't know why I missed that. Yeah, I use Ableton Suite. It's the paid version. The free version of Ableton, and by free I'm assuming you mean the kind that comes with the Launchpad? I don't think there is a free version of Ableton. Technically, Lite bundled in with the Launchpad is the same version as Intro, which technically costs money. But that version, you're limited to 8 tracks. Which, I mean, right now it looks like I have 80 some right now. So I wouldn't be able to do that normally. I think I want to... What is this? E. So I want to do this. Yeah. Yeah, you like that? How's that sound? I'm gonna save real quick just because I know using Serum with the live streaming can definitely probably crash Ableton, and I could very well lose everything. And again, by everything I mean, what, 10 minutes of work? Whatever. My thought here is I just wanted to create some random sound before the drop. I think it would add some variety. For this second half, I mean. I don't know, let's just use some... What do we got here? Ugh, no thank you. I do not like that. Can you make me a beat? An original one you'll pay through PayPal. That's not how this works. No. I have a challenge where I'm going to make a Shape of You remix and only use mic sound instead of plugging in. I'm not going to steal sounds, I'm using my own. Not sure what you mean by that. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know how I felt about that. I don't really see the reason to make songs for other people at the moment. Still trying to perfect my own. You should make a mid-bass line like Deadmau5's Deus Ex Machina. Not familiar with the song, but maybe I'll look into it after this stream. No way. I don't know how to do about that. I'm just kind of messing around at this point. I'm not really sure what I'm going for. I don't know, just kind of seeing what sounds good. Oof, that was loud. I have an idea. Let's try and do... I think I'm working in E major. So... I think I could easily be wrong. So let me try and do something like this. And that wasn't quite what I was going for. Yeah, not really what I was going for. I don't know. Not really sure what I'm doing. Oof, yeah. Well, hey, thanks for swinging by, Rorzy. Appreciate it, man. I'm not really sure what I was doing with that. That can just kind of go away. I have a thought process. Yeah. Something I really need to get my hands on some better toms. The drums. I don't know. I really like them, but I never have any that I like. What are these? I don't know. Let's mess around with these ones. They're a bit harsh right now. Very, I don't know, abrasive. How to make a home studio with being in middle school. Well, I mean, you can really do it anywhere. In case you can't tell, I'm in a bedroom right now. There's literally, like, by the definition, bedroom producer, I suppose. As long as you have a computer, you're good to go. If you really want to go above and beyond, I mean, if you are super into it, what else you'd probably need would maybe be a MIDI keyboard if you actually want to jam out, or your own instrument if you're big on analog. I don't know. If you want vocals, get a good mic. You know, maybe in middle school, get a part-time job somewhere, save up some money. If you're actually, dedicated to doing this. I don't know, I think I'm planning my next light show. I don't know, man. I am clearly not into Launchpad as much anymore as I was before. So I haven't really, planned around, ooh, gotta make my new light show, whatever. I don't know, I just, between school and music production, I just kind of like went a separate path. Mm-hmm. Do I have a sample pack or something? I have a lot of plugins pre-configured. Yeah. So I've looked into getting sample packs, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I like using them. I like the ease of the workflow. If I want a sound, I can just kind of, press and go, and otherwise I don't really get hindered. And that's something I really have to improve on, my own unique sound design. I'm working on it, but for the sake of getting a placeholder in, working with something, yeah, I like doing that. How do you even get fans? You make stuff. Make stuff, put it on the internet. I mean, obviously, the process of growing can be a bit tough. It can be tricky. Starting off can be hard. But it all starts with making something. Add some side shading to that layer of snaps. Seem to be overpowering it a bit too much. Well, hey, thank you, Racer Erasmus. I appreciate it. I appreciate hearing that. Yeah, unfortunately, did hear that. For some reason, I still feel like that particular transition just doesn't quite work well. I don't know why, but I just can't help but feel it can be improved on a little bit, and I'm not quite sure what it needs. I do feel like I am making some progress on the song, though. Before I started streaming today, I had the drop portion, which is fine and all, but I didn't really know how to turn it into a song. But I'm starting to feel like we're getting somewhere, at least, right? A bit of an intro. Have I used FL Studio? No, I have not. Well, I mean, technically once, briefly. Not very thoroughly, though. A public announcement, the Launchpad is not actually a Launchpad. Don't shoot rockets into the sky with it. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this part in particular. Plus, it's super laggy because I haven't frozen any of the stuff. But we'll keep working with what we had before. Yeah, I do play Fortnite. I would be lying if I said I wasn't super hooked. You did bring this up before. Yeah, I saw Turblades. Do you mean Terrablades? I thought. Name sounds familiar, I think. I believe so. Ooh, that funky sound effect. I think I know what I want to do. I have a plan in motion. Plan is in motion. Alright, let's try this. Except I want to raise this up. It's going to be... Let me save real quick. Every time I open Serum, it's like I really need to save. I'm always scared that I'm just going to lose everything. I think I like this one in particular. This preset is funky. Bing. Am I going to do a Launchpad Pro giveaway in the future? It's hard to say. Oof, that is overly compressed. It's hard to say, especially because it's my only Launchpad at this point. The reason I gave away the old one was because it was mine, and then I got a newer and better one. So I'm at the point where I'm probably not too keen on giving this one away anytime soon. But I mean, hey, in the future. Maybe, I'll keep the door open, right? Just got your first Launchpad from me. Found you through my research. Thanks, man. That's awesome to hear. Novation should be giving me compensation. A little bit of the cut. What's that called? Commission? Give me like a, helped sell them some products, right? So let's just listen to what we have real quick. Not too shabby. I kinda like it. that's where it gets super laggy. Yeah, no, I mean, I hadn't touched that this entire stream. It doesn't surprise me. Because there's new elements I add here in this particular section that I'm sure Ableton just can't handle right now. I did add this weird outro section. I'm telling you right now, I don't think I like it. I don't know if it sounds good. It's one of those things that, like, you get in the groove, you work on it, you save it, you go back to it the next day, and you listen to it, and you go, what did I make? So, I don't know. So yeah, that was some weird outro thingy I made. I like the concept overall, but I don't know if I like the melody, the weird. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's what I'm working on. Maybe I'll do one last playthrough what we've made today, and then I think I'm probably gonna hop off. Maybe grab some dinner here soon. Who knows? But yeah, I was just making music. If you have any last questions, feel free to pop them in before I head out. So here's what we made. It was lagging. Let me give it a second. Okay. There you go. Pretty much what we made. Briefly, maybe I can show you each layer. So like here's my percussions, my drums. Oh, hello. Thanks for dropping by. Just in time for me to about wrap up and head out. Perfect. But yeah, I got some snares here. These are the... I forgot these were even here. Right. These are, I have like a little constant rhythm. I have little shakers, the I have hi-hats. Of course, my kicks and snares. But yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm probably gonna head out. Ugh. I'll work on this song. If you guys have any names for, you know, the song suggestion names, song name suggestions, let me know. Maybe since I, you know, streamed it, I could leave it up for grabs. Let you guys decide. Thanks for swinging by, man, even if it was for a short little bit. Alright. I'm out, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Keep up to date with you. Join my Discord if you want, if you haven't already. Yeah. Alright. Bye.